You know, Mississippi was once ranked near the bottom in education, but is now being called a national model.
That's right. 16 WAPT's Allie Ware takes a closer look at what changed and why other states are paying attention.
A decade ago, Mississippi ranked near the last in reading. Today, it's rising faster than almost any state in the country.
I hear people say Mississippi Miracle all the time, but it's true educators who are committed and dedicated.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a miracle because a lot of hard work goes into it.
In 2013, a controversial law, the Literacy-Based Promotion Act, passed. Schools went from No Child Left Behind to now students who can't read by the third grade can be held back. Lawmakers say it's working.
In 2013, the Mississippi legislature, when I was lieutenant governor, passed significant education reforms, and those reforms have worked even better than even our best expectations.
10 years ago, only 33% of third graders were reading proficiently on state tests. In the 24-25 school year, 85% of third graders passed the state reading test.
Think about it.
Third grade teacher Brianna Fairley says she's seen improvements in her own classroom over the years.
It has changed dramatically. Like, we are getting more kids in third grade that are either identified with like a learning disability or they're needing like extra accommodations on assessments or something like that. And so we are able to get more kids on grade level reading, and that is helping them to be more successful on that test.
Say pandemonium. Pandemonium.
The curriculum went from balanced literacy to a more phonics-forward approach. Superintendent Carrie Wright is the Maryland superintendent of schools, but she headed Mississippi's education department during this shift and says it starts with laying a foundation in kindergarten.
The child comes to the word H-O-R-S-E and doesn't know the word and says pony. And the teacher goes, yeah, that's you got it. Keep going. Keep reading. But the next time that this child comes to a word that's H-O-R-S-E, when there are no pictures, they've got to know what an H sound and O-R goes together, the S, the silent E at the end.
And do everything that you can do.
The state has invested millions into phonics-based instruction, strict accountability, and instructional coaches who work inside the schools daily.
By the time I left, the coaching model was so popular that we had coaches in not only reading, but we had them in math, we had them in early childhood, we had them in special education.
We're, helping them dig through the resources and the new and figure out how to use it in the classroom and how to make it make sense to the kids.
Supporters say it forced schools to take literacy seriously.
They're coming to third grade as readers now, where we used to have to teach that in third grade.
There are critics that argue retention policies and standardized tests can harm students and not always prepare them for higher grades. But teachers we spoke with say the difference is clear in the class.
It's always stressful, but if you do your work on the front end, the back end, I don't have to sweat and be nervous.
I have a little boy in my room. He's severely dyslexic. He's one of mine that he has that lower confidence and he's very self-critical. I was walking around monitoring and I see him sitting with his group. That is. He's sitting with his group and he's reading.
Chapters 10 through 12.
The 2025 Kids Count data book puts Mississippi K-12 education at 16th in the nation, which is the highest the state has ever ranked. And the Mississippi Department of Education says graduation rates have risen from 75% to 89% in the last decade. While challenges remain, the state's turnaround is becoming a blueprint. Allie Ware, 16, WAPT News.
Mississippi's new education law, Senate Bill 2294, overhauls how schools are funded. It moves to a student-based model that sends money to districts based on individual needs like poverty, special education, and language support.
These changes will roll out in phases starting in this next school year. State leaders say the goal is a more flexible, student-focused system, but they say it will take time before all classrooms in the state see this impact.